today I'm inviting my very good friend.
My name is Amrachi and I'm Judith's friend. When I got pregnant, I thought that my world had come to an end, like with the school stress. Oh my god, jeez. My toughest level. Oh, just thinking of itself, I'm having headache.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually post. So today I'm inviting my very good friend. So introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Amrachi and I'm Judith's friend, classmate, and confidant.
Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be asking my friend her experience in futo. She's going to tell us her honest experience in futo, her honest truth about how futo treated her. You all know that we are done, we are graduates now, we are doing our clearance, so I decided to just do this video. So the first question on my list, by the way, I've drafted out some questions that I want to ask her, and I'll go on and start asking her those questions. The first on my list is, what is your name? She have already said her name. So she's going to tell us her department and what her department is all about.
Okay, my department, as the name seems, biomedical engineering. It's simply applying engineering in the medicine field or in the medical field. How so? It involves using your engineering techniques to see how you can actually improve the human health, you can actually improve human life and human day-to-day activities.
Okay, so the next question I have on my list is rate photo in general.
To show me shaggy. It showed me, in fact, I will rate it 5/10. It's not that bad, it's just cause of the stress that comes with photo.
Photo, yeah. Okay, so we're rating it 5/10.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fair enough, but left for me, I think photo is not as bad as they make it sound, because if you go to other schools you realize that it's almost the same thing. My brother's school, you can even barely see network in their lodges. So can you imagine going back to school and your parents will not be able to reach you, like,
That's just
at
it.
least
And the funny truth is that whatever we're complaining about here is still what other people are complaining in Unizik,
exactly.
in Unilag. So I feel like the stress is everywhere. There's
Yeah.
nowhere you go to that you won't see the stress.
There's no way you go to now that you say, oh, this place is better than Futo, except all these private universities. But if it's government universities, federal universities rather, I think it's almost the same thing. Yeah, so that's that for that. So let's go over to the next question. Okay, so the next question on the list is, that one is very interesting to me because I can also relate to it. So is what is the toughest level for you in this school and why?
Oh my god, jeez. My toughest level. Oh, just thinking of itself, I'm having headache. 300 level. That level bent me.
For real?
It squeezed me. In fact, oh no. I don't want to think of that level. 300 level. And I guess why it was so difficult for us was the fact that we migrated from School of Health to School of Engineering. So
Exactly.
the drift wasn't, we didn't really plan for the
Yeah,
shift.
it wasn't easy for us at all.
Yeah, you get it. So it wasn't easy. Imagine you not thinking, like, you already planned your life that, oh, I won't do any engineering course, I won't do maths. Maybe you're kind of person that don't like maths normally, and then only for you to see yourself where maths is actually compulsory, and
Like,
then
you have no option at all.
we had no option but to actually drift to it. And because of the drifting, it really affected, it affected our grades, it affected our GP, it affected so many things in our academics. But anyway, we thank God, here we are, now graduates.
Yeah. Okay. Would you have, okay, you mentioned that your department was migrated to from School of Health to School of Engineering.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting. So would you have wished to remain in School of Health rather than being migrated to School of Engineering? Because as you are in School of, as you graduated from School of Engineering now, you are now an engineer. But assuming you are in School of Health, you will be a technician after the whole thing. So Which do you prefer? And remember, you're not going to experience all those mass problems in School of Health. So which do you prefer?
To be honest, it's a win-win, but it was very stressful because we staying in School of Health, our certificate wouldn't have been really valued in the outside world, unlike um coming out with a certificate of with a degree of MBNG. So for me, I think migrating was the best decision I ever had to make.
Yeah. We are moving forward. The next question on my list is, tell me the most difficult course you did in this school and how you finally scaled through it.
Oh my god. The most difficult course, engineering maths. Oh my god. At any time I write that course, I was already preparing my mind for a carryover. Like, as I'm not finishing the exam, I already know that I'm failing this course. And to my, like, would I say to my greatest surprise, or I was not surprised when results come out and they would tell me that, oh, you failed the course and I have to rewrite. So how did I scale through the course? I had to be determined to, if like I put to my mind that if I had to graduate from this school, I really had to dedicate more time to this course because I didn't want a course keeping me in this school. So how I scaled through, I started going for tutorials. I took my tutorial lessons very, very seriously. I never missed any tutorial on that course. And after the tutorial, I would still go home on my own and practice so that it could actually stick to my brain and I will not forget to do an exam. So that's how I scaled through. And scaling through does not mean that when I wrote the exam, I came out with an A. Oh. No. That course is so hard. Engineering maths.
Like, for
Engineering
real.
maths dealt with me. Jesus.
Ask any engineering student, they can relate. Oh,
So me
God.
coming out with the course was me when the results came out with all my dedication, my hard work and everything. Let me tell you, I didn't even come out with a D in the course. Not even a D. All my exams with my exam and the carryovers, that was the highest I could ever use to come out from the course. But anyway, here we are, and now
Yeah.
graduate.
So we can see that you have a baby. What was your experience in this school as a mother with a newborn?
Oh, it wasn't as bad as the thought seemed though when I got pregnant. Honestly, I thought that when I got pregnant, I thought that my world had come to an end. Like with the school stress and a baby, I was like, God, how was I going to deal with it? But to be honest, when the reality really dawned on me, it wasn't as bad as it seemed though.
Yeah.
Because when I got pregnant, I was thinking that maybe I was going to like draw back in academics, like I was not really
Yeah.
going to take my academics seriously. But when I say to my greatest surprise, no. But honestly, it turned out to a sham. I still saw myself going to classes, taking my notes seriously, having my reading hour. I still had my reading partner here that was there to always
shit.
ginger me. Hey, she really tried for me because she was always gingering me. I was like, "Ah, okay, I can do this, I can do this." You will see me after class like this with my big stomach. I'll run from here. I'll tell her I'm not going home. I'm not going home. Now let me go and read in Jupep or we'll stay there till night. I'll be summarizing notes.
swear.
It's my pregnancy. Even myself, I was shocked. But I was determined that I really actually needed to graduate with my mates. I didn't want to like stay behind when my mates had already gone. So that was the reason for the hard work,
Yeah.
perseverance and all that. But it was not just easy, sha, but I just had to. If I had to graduate, I had to like put in more work than I had before in my past years.
Okay, so something just hit me when you said that when you got pregnant, you thought your world had ended and all that. So I can remember when you got pregnant, we came back from IT and
Yeah.
did you come back from IT? Or you came back from one vacation holiday like that?
Yeah, IT.
Yes, IT, yeah. And you know that we spent like 4 months at home and we just came back and her belly is already showing. So, like, you know that she came to my lodge first before two of us now started going to school. I was like, how are we going to like enter the class? Because people obviously be staring. Jesus. I was even like, it's not me that is carrying the pregnancy, but it was hitting me. Imagine if it's me that is not carrying the pregnancy. How am I going to enter class? Like I was very so like how did you overcome that, will I say fear, or I don't really know the words to use, but how did you overcome it?
To be honest, the fear was never there in the first place. You were just the one drinking paracetamol for another person. The fear was not even there. I had those like one thing about those things, just for you to have your self-confidence.
Yeah,
Finish.
exactly.
There was no fear. Why would I be afraid? Like to face my peers or to face
Yeah.
my mates? No, the fear was not there. To be honest, the fear was not there in the beginning. So me going to class for the first time with my protruding stomach, so it was not even difficult. My own, I
Yeah,
just
even
like
even
walked in.
even when we entered, like people, because she have a ring, so people were just like congratulating her. Like they didn't really talk bad about
Yeah,
her.
yeah, they
Yeah, they
didn't
were
even take
just
it serious.
congratulating her. So, well, I admire your self confidence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question on my list is so did you think having a baby in final year dragged you backward in terms of academics, or did you think that your baby brought you good luck in your academics?
To be honest, my baby brought me good luck.
For
Oh, I
real.
swear, because she didn't even drag me back a
One bit.
bit, not one, like a bit. In fact, I even felt like having a baby self. My years of having a baby was even better than my years of being single when I was in my year one, year two.
I
When I was in
swear.
my year one, year two, you can ask her. I was very lazy. You cannot even see me
Actually
opening
read.
my book, reading, say I want to write exam. I can go to exam without opening my book, and there was no form of determination, there was no
Zeal.
perseverance, no zeal at all. I was
Yeah.
just in school like as if let me just be in school because my
Yeah.
mates are in school. But when I had my baby, that was when I understood what academics was all about. I had to put in a lot of
More
work.
effort.
Yeah.
And actually, her result was even the like her result in this our final year was the best out of all her results in this school.
Yeah.
With a baby, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So it's just what determination can do.
Yeah.
So if you are a mother out there and you are in school, you are already thinking, oh, how am I going to cope with my baby? Just be motivated. Use her story and motivate yourself. You can actually do it. Even with your baby, you can actually do it. Yeah. So I think okay, I still have some questions here. So can you remember how we became friends and in what level?
We became friends in 200 level. But I already knew from 200 level where
Yeah.
you usually call me to ask me about classes, whether we have classes, we have tests, or anything about school. But
Yeah.
I wasn't really interested in school that time. So
She
your
was not a
course,
serious student
I wasn't
then,
a
and
serious
I was a serious student. So
student.
imagine a serious student calling a non-serious student.
So it didn't just like add
It was
up.
not adding up at
Uh-huh.
all.
So me, I really don't used to take her course seriously because I was not really interested in classes. Mom was just to go and write exams, and that was it. So we became friends in 200 level when she had a confrontation with one of her classmates who usually sells clothes.
Yeah,
She gave her money for clothes, that cost me money for clothes,
yeah.
and the girl didn't deliver, like something like she was about to
To
scam
scam,
her.
imagine like your
So
classmates scamming you. Hey God.
so we had to like step in like to help her like collect her money because I didn't see it like as something that was fair. So I had
Yeah.
to like help her confront the girl. And mind you, the girl was my former friend. We were friends before, but due to some differences, we had a clash. So she wasn't really my friend. So I kind of like helped her to confront her, my friend, to get
Release the
her
money.
money.
Yeah.
And thankfully we were able to collect our money
Yeah.
with a lot of saga
Drama.
goes on our group chat. So it was not even small thing sef.
Omo.
Collecting that money was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my university life because the drama will not be here. We had to drag her everywhere, Facebook, TikTok,
For real.
group chat. The group chat was the
Even
messiest.
even her own, because that girl is my sister's classmate in secondary school. So that is why I decided to just patronize her, and she's also my classmate. So I didn't believe that my classmate can actually scam me. Like I'm seeing you every day, but you are about to scam me. Ha.
It doesn't just
So
make any sense.
I even posted the whole thing in because my sister knew about it. It was me and my sister's clothes that I wanted to buy from her. So my sister now posted it on her own secondary school group chat. So they now started bringing out some other people that she that like
She actually
patronized her.
scammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she refused to deliver to them. So that girl, that thing that she did was very, very, very bad of her.
And she wasn't just the first victim.
Yeah.
There were other victims. So that was why this drag and the saga was very, very messy.
Yeah, very intense.
So that was how I knew her. That's how I met her in 200 level, and then we became friends.
Okay. Okay. So, have I ever made you angry? And what was my offense?
Hey, this girl is very annoying.
Me that is very peaceful.
You have made me angry, but not like intensely angry, sha. But it made me angry. One, in what way? This girl can argue. Jesus. This girl can argue for, and it's never as if it's one concrete argument, though. Although some are concrete, sha. But the ones that used to usually make me angry are the ones that she's obviously wrong, but she will still be arguing. Then what other way have you made me angry?
That's why I'm an engineering student. We need to argue it out. We can't just accept that, yeah, 2 plus 2 is 4. You need to tell us why 2 plus 2 is 4.
Anyway, that's her. She's a very, very arguing type.
Yeah.
So, what other way have you made me angry, Steph? I think there's one time we were supposed to have reading class, and now they were not turning us up and down. Like, imagine you telling me to come to a place, and I come to that place, and I told me that you're no more there again. Jesus, I was so angry that I was not just having it, and then I confronted her, and two of us started having serious fights like this. She was arguing that she was right, that she was trying to give her reason why she changed the location. I was like, why didn't you tell me that you have already changed location? Now you now bring me to like trek from my house to that place where you already know that you're no longer there. So that was when another part she made me angry. But aside that, no, she's not really someone that makes me angry all the time.
So that makes me a good friend, right?
Good friend indeed.
Okay, so that's by the way. Tell me your night class experience in futo.
Oh, to be honest, night class, I feel like night class is you're just deceiving yourself. It's, I don't know about other people. For me, night class didn't really help me. It didn't help me at all. Like, because most times if I go for my night class, I spend most of the time sleeping. I feel like I read better during the day than in the night. I try to read better during the day, and I use my night for sleep. So night class is a no-no for me. How about you? How was your night class experience?
I love night reading a lot because I feel like night is very calm, and I feel like I'll be understanding what I'm reading better in a calm environment. So that's why I love night reading. But my best night class is the one that I'll actually have someone that is teaching. I can remember there was a time we attended a night class lesson, something like that. Yeah. For engine math. Engine math made us do that all the way from my lodge in the night. I headed straight to where we have our night class, and actually it actually helped us.
Yeah,
that
it helped
particular
us.
night class really helped us in our exam. And the next day was, I think the next day was engine math exam.
Yeah. So imagine reading in the night a day before your exam. It was not easy, but we had to. At the end of the day, the exam went well, and we were able to write 1 or 2 things that gave us an E.
Oh my God. Okay, so the next question on the list is, have you ever had any confrontation with your classmates, and what actually happened?
Hey, yes, so I've had a confrontation with my, not just classmates. I have 2 experiences. Classmates. This like dragged the hell out of me because I spoke out my mind. What really happened that day was somebody dropped a note. Someone dropped a note on the group chat, and then the person's handwriting was not really clear, and I was like, what kind of handwriting is this? That's the handwriting. I think I made a very offensive comment about the handwriting, and then the next everybody just took the matter into their hands. I was like, why would I talk like that? I'm an ungrateful person, this one, that one. I was like, so I cannot say my mind again just because I feel like the whole class is going to talk about it. Anyway, that was one confrontation.
So we went on a break to attend to our baby, and we are back now. Let's resume. So the next question on the list is, did you give birth in school here, or you gave birth at home?
Oh, I gave birth at home. When I was close to my delivery date, I had to go home so I could give birth properly with proper care and proper rest.
Okay, so we knew that it was in, we already know that you gave birth in final year. Was it during exam or like far from exam?
I would say it was in between, like it was close to exam period. Like I gave birth in November and my exams was on the 2nd of December, so it was kind of close. But I still had about 3 weeks to rest or 2 weeks to rest.
Speaking of exam, I just remembered that you actually took your baby into the exam hall. Like even when you had the option to leave your baby at home for your mom, but you decided to bring her with you into the exam hall. What gave you that morale?
Actually, what gave me that mind and effrontery was because honestly I was not prepared. After I had given birth, I became
Yeah.
very, very tired. The energy was no more there
As
as
it
at
is.
when I was pregnant. When I had given birth, I felt so tired, so lazy, so I couldn't really keep up with academics again.
Yeah.
Like I already lagged behind both notes, both classes, lectures, because during second semester I didn't really attend classes like first semester. So I felt like there was nothing in my brain that how was I going to write the exam just to leave me? What will I do? How will I cope and all that? I was like, really solution to your problem like this is your baby, oh. You just carry your baby to the exam hall so that vigilators will at least
Be
be
lenient.
be lenient with me, and they can be free with me a bit. Like they won't really disturb me like that. And that was what made me like I just had to carry her.
Okay, so at the end of the day, were the invigilators lenient enough with you as a newborn, like
They were
as a
not
mother of
lenient
a
though.
newborn, or were they like strict, like were they treating you like other normal
They
students?
treated me as like normal students, like there was no special treatment, nothing. I was just like my other classmates. I just wrote the exams with the little I had read.
Yeah.
That's I just wrote the exams. What I thought would happen did not actually happen. Like they were still strict
Like,
with me.
like the funny thing is that now that we are done and she was like she graduated, you know, she's my clearance, like clearance partner. We're actually doing our clearance together, and like they were like surprised that she was able to graduate even with a newborn. They thought that as a mother to a newborn, you can't graduate from this school with your baby, that this school will be very stressful for you to handle both your academics and being a mother. But her own story was different. She was able to graduate with her mate, so like they were just surprised.
Honestly, I was also shocked when I went to the department that the woman was like, my lecturer was like, Amarachi, have you graduated? I was like, ma, I've graduated now. I was like, how come? I was like, my mind, I was like, this one I don't want to graduate or what? She was like, she now had to like double check again. I mean,
Yeah.
are you sure she has graduated? She make us like, yes. Like, wow, congrats, oh, you actually tried because of your baby. I was like,
Yeah, and
thank
her
you,
name
ma.
was even among the first list that was released in school, because I think they will still release another list for people that had their name was not in this list. And her name was even in the first list, meaning that she's even in the first list of people that will be graduating. So I'm going to comment that like your age was, I was even surprised.
Thank you.
So the next question on my list is as a pregnant woman, were you faced with any challenges regarding your academics where you needed to talk to your lecturer for help?
No, honestly, no. Because at that time, I was taking my studies very
Very serious.
seriously. So I didn't actually need to talk to any lecturer regarding academics. Like,
Yeah.
please help me out. Oh, I feel this course, so I don't know how this course is.
Yeah.
No, I actually took my own destiny into my own hands. So no, I didn't have any challenges like
Challenges.
that.
Okay. Wow. So this is the last question. Wait. You have stayed in Futo Hostel and Lodge. Which did you prefer and why?
Obviously, this should not even be a question.
Like, is this even a
This
question?
is a question because obviously the lodge is better than hostel. Hostel life. The only good thing about hostel is you have roommates you can gist with. Like you're not going to have a hard time like when it comes to boredom. You will not be bored in hostel.
Yeah.
You won't be bored when it comes to hostel. But lodge, you might feel some bit of loneliness.
Yeah.
But Hostel is not like that. You have people to always talk to. The only advantage about hostel, they will steal your things. You look for your water, you look for your food stuff, you look for your dress. So hostel is just a bit messy, and the toilet and bathroom is nothing to write home about. So for me, I prefer lodge.
Lastly, I want our mother in the house to give an advice to her fellow mothers out there struggling in, no, okay, I will not say struggling, to her fellow mothers still in university. So give us your advice.
Okay,
Drop your
what
advice
I
for
would
them.
say, my advice out there to mothers who are still in school or maybe facing one or two challenges as regards academic, what I would just say is that don't give up. Let your child be the reason for your struggle. Let your child be the reason why you must not spend an extra year in the school. Like your child should be your push, your zeal to actually like work hard. If you don't use to work hard before you give birth, try to like put into times two energy into your academics so that when your mates are graduating, you will not stay behind. They will not say because she has a child.
Don't use your child as an
Don't allow your
excuse.
story to be like that because it's not going to be funny.
Oh.
That's
They will not even pity you that you have a child. They will not.
yeah.
They'll still
So
treat
not
you
just
like.
because you have a child, you will not be nonchalant with the academics. They will not say okay, they will treat you because you have a child. That's a lie. They will treat you as a normal course mate.
Yeah.
So don't go and enter exam and be like, had I known, I would have read. Put in times two energy into your academics. Try to be. I know that it's not going to be easy because your child is going to be like disturbing you and like she will not. Your child will not allow you to actually like concentrate. But just try. Like let it be like you actually tried.
Yeah.
And God will do the rest for you. So that's my advice to mothers out there.
Okay, guys, so we have come to the end of this video. So if you have watched this video to this extent and you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button now and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.
You don't know me like I know you.